Man City 3, Fulham. This segment we talk about the midweek EPL. Man City is breathing down on Arsenal's neck. Pressure now is on Arsenal when they go away at Brentford. Brilliant goal from Semedo and a good composure from O'Reilly and Erling Haaland. Wrap it up with the third goal. Man City was superb today. The defense clicked. Ruben Diaz is back. He's like a new signing, a good click with Gehi. The midfield was balanced. The attack was firing all cylinders. And today in the studio, we have Mazi, a lover and a follower of Pep Guardiola. Mazi is a Barcelona fan, but because Pep Guardiola is a product of Barcelona, he's always in touch, following up with Pep Guardiola. So I'll ask Mazi, Mr. Mazi, how do you see today's game? 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game that, me personally, I expected City to come out, firing from all cylinders because it would not make any sense to go to Anfield, such a difficult ground, get 3 points, and then come home and lose to Fulham, lose that momentum. So I expected them to have momentum from that big game. That's a game that can spark that kind of win at Liverpool can spark your season. So and that was what I noticed in today's game. They looked fresh. First half was fantastic. They were moving the ball very nice around the pitch. But second half we still experienced that dip in intensity that we have been complaining about. But all the job was done in the first half, so you can excuse them a little bit and say, okay, maybe they felt like the job was done. But we know Man City this season they've not been good in the second half, and they allowed Fulham almost back in the game. Fulham started to dominate the game, but in the first half, let's stick to the first half. In the first half, Rodri hardly misplaced the pass. Foden was dictating the pace of the game, creating assists and things like that. We saw Semenyo, we saw O'Reilly, coming into their own and determining the player. And by the way, Alan got a very good goal. I think that's his first goal from open play since maybe December or so. So good win for City. Good win for City. Now the pressure is on us now to replicate, to show why they are title contenders. Yeah.
Yeah, so Arsenal is traveling to Brentford. I think it's in London. It's not that far. It's not a stressful trip. Brentford has defeated Aston Villa at Villa Park. Brentford has defeated Newcastle. So can Arsenal defeat Brentford? Can Arsenal absorb the pressure, Mr. Marley?
The last time I was here, I said the same thing. I said, Arsenal has not done it under pressure before, so we can't just give them credit for something they haven't done. Now, we know that it's a talented team, they have depth, all those things are working, for Arsenal, but mentally, when the chips are down, when you go to a difficult ground, a hostile stadium, and it's a must win, I'm not yet convinced that Arsenal is that team that can say, okay, all of now the watch we go to am. So we'll see. But if Arsenal allow another sleep, it might mean the title at that point, because City, we know that it's not the same team as the ones that could go on runs, yes, but Pep Guardiola being the head of that and having sorted out his defense, I think a little bit with Gay and Diaz now, Arsenal should be looking over their shoulders.
Yes, that's true. We hope Mikel Arteta boys can do it tomorrow. But there's a news that says Havertz is injured. Eze needs to step up. He needs to step up his game because we are not getting, Arsenal fans are not getting what they really want from Eze. After his hat-trick against Spurs in the EPL, Eze went cold. Eze needs to step up. Odegaard too needs to step up because someone has to fill that role for Harvard. So, do you think Man City can catch up with Arsenal?
Yeah, 6 points is nothing. Arsenal just needs to drop make one more mistake, and they are within 3 points. And you remember that Arsenal and City still have a game at the Etihad. So City will be hoping that if they can use it to 3 points, so that game would be very very important. That game would determine a lot. And you can be rest assured that if need be, you can even open their stadium for free just for people to come there and support
And
them,
support.
and support, yeah, creates panic, creates pressure. So once that thing gets to 3 points, you can back. I'll back on City to win the league, but Arsenal should just make sure that it doesn't go beyond or below that 6 points gap at this point. But yeah, City can. They've done it so many times. They are, they used to call City mentality monsters, but again, it's not the same team, but it's the same coach. It's the same coach. It's the same mentality.
Yeah. So City next match is against Newcastle. And Newcastle are customer to Man City this season. Man City they beat them black and blue. So I see that one as already a 3 point for Man City. Why we don't know say Thomas Frank, the coach of Tottenham Hotspur, has been sacked today, and Arsenal will be traveling to Spurs to play next 2 weeks. And I hope Arsenal can get their 3 points. Take advantage of being a coachless club.
What about the new coach bounce?
It happens. Now, many Arsenal fans are scared. Their heart is in their hands because they don't know what tomorrow will unfold. Because Brentford is a giant slayer and they play good football. If Arsenal wants to win the league, if Mikateta wants to win the league, he needs to take 3 points tomorrow. Is a must. I will wrap it from here. Thank you, Mr. Mazi, for joining us today.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you for our viewers, our supporters of Football Now. Keep liking, keep subscribing, and share your comments. Do you think Manchester City can catch up with Arsenal? Or do you think it's coming home at Emirates this season? Thank you, and bye for now.
Out.